Yo, what is up, squad? It's your boy PinoE here, back on this Monday with another video. Now, before we get into it, I want you to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're new around here. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't ever miss an upload. And now it's time for me to get to work, so let's go. We're going to start off with Adidas, who are confident as fuck that James Harden is going to win the league MVP. So confident that they're dropping not one, not two, but 3 pairs in an upcoming MVP collection. Even though I think Harden will win the MVP, it'd be funny as hell if he didn't, because this shit is crazy. 3 pairs is going OD. The 3 pairs come in the Adidas Harden Volume 2, the Adidas Harden Volume 2 LS, and the Harden BE silhouettes, all coming in black and gold color blocking. As of now, we don't have a date yet, but let's hope someone else wins MVP so we never have to see these drop. Just kidding. Good luck to Harden. Let's move on. Last up for Adidas, we got the official pics of the Adidas Yeezy 350 version 2 Butter, and yo, I don't really understand the hate. This silhouette went from every hypebeast wet dream to me seeing people scream out bricks in comments. I like the colorway, I like the laces, I like the silhouette. It is getting a little stale and it's time for something new, but these are still dope to me. June 30th is the date. There will be a lot of pairs available, from what I'm hearing, more than the Beluga version 2 and the blue tint, so don't get finessed on pre-orders. Stay tuned for the complete store listing, coming soon. Let's move on over to Nike, and if you've been a fan of the Skepta collabs with Nike, then here's the next one you could expect, the Skepta Nike Air Max Deluxe. I know this has been one of those popular Nike retros, and they will be returning the inline models this year, but I just don't fuck with the silhouette, and I never have. While I don't have an exact date, this pair is expected to drop sometime this July for $180. Just a quick update on this next one. I told y'all that Nike's been fucking with release dates, and while the Kendrick Kenny 3 Cortez was originally scheduled to drop on June 16th, that obviously didn't happen, but I'm here to let you know that the date has been moved to June 22nd. They will be available on the Sneakers app and select retailers, and you can pick them up for $100. Next up, and let me start off by saying, if you've been in the squad for a while, you know that I don't really care all too much about Supreme, but once in a while I do think that they put out some dope shit, like this pair that we got up on screen. Looks like the next collab will be a joint project between Comme Des Garcon, Supreme, and Nike, featuring the Air Force One Low. I like it because it's simple. It's not like those janky ass flamed out pairs that they got coming out. These are a simple black and white, highlighted by a misaligned Nike swoosh and co-branding on the heel. No date for these just yet, but they are expected this fall, so stay tuned. And next up for Nike, we got Nike's latest silhouette. They just revealed it earlier today. It's the Nike EXP X14, and here's what you need to know about it. The name and the numbers on the shoe. EXP is shorthand for experiment, which was essentially how the Nike sportswear designers adapted performance running features into a lifestyle shoe. The second part of the shoe's name, X14, was the original internal code name for Nike React technology, which is used in the shoe's midsole to provide cushion for all-day comfort. And on the medial side of the shoe, you've got N3546, which represents Steve Prefontaine's fastest mile. He did it in 3 minutes and 54.6 seconds, and that nods to Nike's rich history in running. Now, in regards to the look, it's translucent upper. Now, I don't know why they're putting this translucent upper on all their newest models. The shoe is a modern take on the Nike Zoom Drive, which was a late 90s running shoe. The exposed TPU plate that cuts across the midsole and tapered heel emulate the Nike Zoom Vaporfly 4%, which are the shoes worn by the Breaking 2 athletes. Finally, this model will be available beginning June 28th for the Europe squad via Sneakers. From July 5th, the shoe will be available on the Sneakers app in North America. Over to Jordan Brand, and I'm still upset, and I'm going to tell you how Jordan Brand is trying to play all of us. But first, we're going to start with the first look at the Air Jordan Retro 1 High OG Court Purple. Turns out the shoe is exactly what we thought. It's a new take on the black toe color blocking, with this pair featuring Court Purple, sail, and black colorway. I like them. I think we need to see better pictures, because in these it looks more like a royal than a purple, but it's still a cop. Just a reminder, they drop sometime this coming September for $160. And we got the Don C Air Jordan Legacy 312 next. Now let's talk about the shoe. If you read the comments about these, there are 2 camps. The bigger and the louder camp is screaming that Don C designed a fucking turd and they expected a better design from him. The other camp is dick riding hard, telling Don C that he's a genius for this one. Now, I fell in the first group. I think these were lazy, combining 2 existing silhouettes and throwing a midfoot strap on them. Some other complaints were saying that Don was biting Kanye's style, and there's definitely some resemblance to the Yeezy 1 and 2. But still, my favorite comments come from the Don fans, who are really sucking on his titties, telling him how great he did. Now here's the thing. I don't care if you like these or you don't. If you hate them, good. If you love them, that's awesome. We all have opinions, and that's cool. But what if I told you that Don C didn't actually design these? Before we get into that, let's talk about celebrities designing shoes. We've got, I don't know, the OVO lineup, and that wasn't designed by Drake. I'm sure Travis Scott's weren't designed by Travis, but there's a difference when we're talking about Drake, Travis, or Don C. People like Drake and Travis Scott, they're influencers, they're similar to Don C in that perspective, but they're not fashion creators like Don C is. He's a designer. I'm not crazy for his clothing or hats. I think they're overpriced and they're lazy. However, Don still falls into the designer camp with people like, I don't know, Virgil. What if I told you Virgil didn't design his shoes at Nike? Well, that wouldn't be true. Virgil definitely did. He had his hand in what was released, but that doesn't apply to the Legacy 312. You see, Jordan Brand had the shoe already made. It was designed in-house with no feedback from Don C, but Jordan Brand knew that if they put that shoe out without a name attached to it, it would sit, it would collect dust, it would hit outlets, and they'd be only worn by people who are cutting their grass after they purchased them for $37.75. So with this ratchet-ass shoe in their hand, Jordan Brand needed an influencer's name attached to it, and that's when they approached Don C with what I assume is a bucket of money and a speech, something along the lines of, fam, help us sell these, do us a solid, put your name on these shits, and help us fool the hypebeasts into buying pairs because of who they think you are and not what they think of the shoes. So now, here's what I want to know. What do you think of this? If you like them, do you still like them knowing that you got played into thinking they're something they're not? Do you as a customer even give a fuck if the shoe was designed by the person, in this case Don C? Or do you just think that these are shitty ass shoes and don't plan on buying them? So let me know what you all think. Leave your thoughts below in the comments. And that does it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, join the squad. If you've got something to say, leave it in the comments below. And I'm out.